Climate change is one common environmental issue which the world and even our country are facing today. And one of the main causes is global warming, in which greenhouse gases in the Earth's atmosphere capture heat from the sun, giving the environment an increase in temperature. Due to climate change, hotter conditions are experienced. Bushfire seasons have gotten longer than usual, causing drastic damages like the record-breaking wildfire that burned all across Australia, where nearly 3 billion animals were affected, displaced, and killed. Climate change also influences the melting of glaciers in the Arctic region, which can also cause the likelihood of earthquakes. Thus, earthquakes will be frequently felt on Earth that can result in damages to humankind, such as loss of lives and property, mental and emotional torture like trauma, and economic declines. According to David Attenborough, an English broadcaster and natural historian, in his speech at the Katowice Climate Change Conference, he states that right now we are facing a man-made disaster of global scale, our greatest threat in thousands of years, climate change. If we don't take action, the collapse of our civilization and the extinction of much of the natural world is on the horizon. If climate change continues to occur, it will worsen our situation and would eventually damage our planet. Hotter temperatures will be right enough to melt the entire ice sheet of Antarctica. The sea levels will rise exceedingly, leading to about 1 billion people living in coastal areas, such as in some states in the US, Italy, England, Australia, Japan, and even Philippines to be put underwater. The earth will be too humid or too hot for habitation. Plant and animal species will be extinct by that time because of drought and depletion in vegetation and water supply. Climate change is very evident since the start of the Industrial Revolution. As humans crave for innovation through technological improvements for the purpose of benefiting humanity, nature is suffering as it was disturbed and manipulated by human activities. It is no surprise that the world's leading climate scientists strongly believe human activities as true causes of global warming. Global warming is the cause of climate change. The warming of our atmosphere is caused by too much carbon dioxide, and that chemical compound is released by burning coal, gas, and oil, which is then used to generate electricity to run our cars, machineries, power plants, and other equipments that needed energy to work. Overconsumption also plays a major role in climate change. This is due to the overuse of natural resources that can cause emissions of gas, especially carbon, which was released through our atmosphere. This can be a great contribution to global warming. But humans can help solve this crisis. Humans can actually do great things in the environment. We know that there were many solutions to solve this crisis. But aside from waste, such as moving away fossil fuels, reducing consumption of energy, or practicing waste disposal to eliminate pollution in the environment, there is also a simpler and better way. Long pauses in manufacturing activities due to lockdown brings the effect of lesser gas emissions in factories, as well as vehicles, as they are prohibited to travel into places. People are confined to homes as well, and such factors have great influences upon the environment since human activities are lessened. Therefore, carbon emissions were limited, making the environment exposed to more clean air. Related to lockdown activities, research also concerned the importance of letting the world rest on a weekly basis. In this case, we need a green Sabbath. Spiritual rest can have a promising effect on this environmental crisis. Leviticus chapter 25 verses 3 to 4 says, "For 6 years sow your fields, and for 6 years prune your vineyards and gather their crops. But in the 7th year the land is to have a year of Sabbath rest, a Sabbath to the Lord. Do not sow your fields or prune your vineyard." Jonathan Shores, regarding implementation of the Sabbath in an era of climate change, stated that a weekly ritual both symbolic and with real-world impacts. Widespread observance of Shabbat done right could reduce environmental harm by about 1/7 in much of the world and provide a platform for ongoing meditating on our environmental sins and their consequences. In this advocacy, we must acknowledge the weekly Sabbath upheld by the Bible as the weekly day of rest. In such particular day, we don't do unnecessary work. Shops, factories, and industrial buildings should be closed. Instead, take a walk outside, spend more time in nature, and rest. Most importantly, education in the Sabbath's true essence should be taught.